So what's up? Pardon my clothes. I just got off of work, but this is another kind of like delayed show after RoW, where I tell you guys kind of what happened to me after I leave the RoW arena. So I was there. We had a student show, and I don't know if the student show is gonna actually like be posted online, but I'm just gonna say this right now. There are a lot of fantastic people who are just now kind of like starting to get their feet wet in getting their feet wet in reality of wrestling, who are like wildly talented. I really hope that at some point you guys like check out reality of wrestling because it's so good, man. It's so good. I think that they're going to actually show the breakout show. I want to say that they are going to show the breakout show, so I'm not going to go too into detail as to like what all happened, but I will say be on the lookout for Rez Gager, really on the lookout for Semsei, Semsei. Be on the lookout for Will Austin. I think Will Austin already wrestles, but if you don't know who he is, check him out. He's really good. Those are the three names that I specifically remember at the moment. It was like and the sad part is, it was a long show, and it happened on Sunday. It happened this past Sunday. So, I like you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm old, memory's bad, but I can easily tell y'all, as always, bell to bell, spectacular show. Like no hits, like all hits, no misses, or as Booker T likes to say, all gas, no brakes. No wait, hold on, I could do better than that. All gas, no brakes. Ah, God, that sounds exactly the same. Also, I've been doing like professional wrestling imitations lately. I've been channeling into my inner macho man, yeah. And Hulk Hogan, who's like surprisingly not. God, my Hulk Hogan sounds terrible. Which, yeah, better to sound terrible than to be terrible. Am I right? Okay, but yeah, though, like I said, I did camera work again. That's kind of been my thing now. I'm a camera guy over there. So if you happen to watch the online show, you're gonna see me holding the camera and looking pretty weird while doing it. Probably. Sometimes my arm does hurt, so I will do this little ditty, or like it'll look like I'm holding the camera in a weird way. But trust me, it's stable, and the footage looks at least sort of okay, right? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that I was there, had a really great time at the event, got a chance to talk to some of the wrestlers as I tend to normally do, and all in all, like I said, bell to bell, great show. While I'm talking about wrestling, I want you guys to sort of like actually just pay closer attention to reality of wrestling's Twitter, and pay closer attention to reality of wrestling's YouTube, because two big surprises just dropped. Okay, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but let's just say Promise Braxton has her hands full this next big show. In a big way, and some eyes are going to be eyeing her at the show. Man, this is reality of wrestling is like become like this. In my opinion, it's become like a bigger company than it's like what it was supposed to have gotten 10 years ago is now getting in a biggest way possible. And I'm just glad to like sort of at least be sort of a part of it, even if it's not in a way that I would prefer right now. In any case, though, like reality of wrestling is. I feel like reality of wrestling is on the verge of being what OVW was, and that is something to look forward to. Because if reality of wrestling will ultimately become what OVW was for WWE, then that means a lot for the wrestlers that are like going in and training and all that other stuff to be a part of it. It's a game changer, you know what I'm saying? Which is always good. Also, speaking on myself, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, I've been trying to work out. I've been trying to work out. Like, I do a lot of walking at work, so I mean, hopefully that does something for me. But I've also but I'm trying to get back in shape and everything like that still. And because if things go the way that they should go, this should be the check that gets me back into training. That's the goal. This should be the check. I'm hoping for it. I like to think I got like the majority of the bills squared away, and I like to think that I still have something left over afterwards. So there's that. Oh man. What else is there? Also, I'm slowly being like I ain't gonna lie, I like WWE and I support it because, well, what can I say? My boss works for it. But I'm just very I'm very frustrated. Well, not frustrated. I'm just very, yeah, I'm annoyed with what WWE did to Jey Uso. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like that has been kind of eating at me a little bit because, like, like I like because I take accolades very seriously when it comes to professional wrestling. So when Jay won at WrestleMania after winning the Royal Rumble, that in my opinion is like very important because the Royal Rumble is literally like an all or nothing thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you get eliminated from the Royal Rumble, you're basically back to where you were on the roster. And yes, I do have dirt on my elbow, is because I deal with concrete all day. Um, but um, but it's just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like they really did give this man. They really did show that this man, like he got the Royal Rumble win. He went to WrestleMania. He won at WrestleMania by tapping out Gunther of all people, and then they just rob him. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That don't sit right with me. Like There's been a lot of things in WWE that's just definitely like kind of like that kind of messed with me a little bit because it feels like they did the same thing with Kofi. You know what I'm saying? It feels like they did the same thing with Kofi, and it's just like I don't know. I didn't like that, and I'm kind of like on the fence with watching WWE a little bit more now because of that moment. Like I haven't watched the past few episodes, although part of me is compelled to just out of sheer curiosity, but another part of me is just like, well, it's just another recap. It's just more rehashing of they screwed Jay, and they screwed Jay in the worst way possible. They screwed Jay by getting him to lose his championship to the guy he beat at WrestleMania, just because Goldberg is coming. And the thing that's going on in my head is, like, what if Goldberg wins? Like, what if Goldberg versus Gunther happens for the championship, and what if Goldberg wins? That's his last match, right? So what then? I'm not saying that could happen, but that can happen. So now, like, my brain is just immediately going into all of these weird things. It's like, Jay didn't deserve to lose the title for this moment. You could have still had Gunther versus Goldberg and not have the championship involved in any fashion. We could have had Jay versus Solo. We could have had Jay versus Rollins. We could have had like Jay versus Braun, like Braun Breaker. We had so many good matches, guaranteed, from Jey Uso. And before you idiots say anything, no, he's not just a super kick machine. Y'all just don't like watching. Y'all just don't pay attention to like wrestling. So whatever. But the fact of the matter is, he gets winded. He gets a little tired. He does. He's just a catchphrase in a this, and it's like, no, bro. We had a chance to see a different regime in professional wrestling. We had a chance to see a new era of wrestling, and it feels like it just sort of got taken away from us a little bit. And I don't know how to feel about that, especially because like Jey Uso eliminated John Cena to go to be able to win the Rumble. So it's like you could have done something there. There was something that you could have done there. So like, what is Jey Uso going to be the guy to unseat Cena? That would actually be kind of cool. That would actually be kind of cool if Jey Uso is the guy who beats Cena for the championship. That would be cool because he did eliminate him at the Rumble. That's just good storytelling. But heck if it happens, right? While we're at it, comment below who you think is going to be the guy to beat Cena for the championship. And don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever. But I'm just a little agitated because like that really kind of hurt me a little bit. But on the good foot, it didn't stop me from liking wrestling because now I'm still watching Reality of Wrestling. I mean, what can I say? I'm part of the show, sorta. I also I'm watching more online wrestling in my spare time. Ashe all day, Ashe all day. And I'm just trying to. I'm looking forward to bigger things in professional wrestling, and I'm just trying to I'm trying my best to sort of like, but It just doesn't feel like big things are happening in WWE like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like now we're starting to like, but I do like this idea that we can scapegoat TKO instead of Vince now, because Vince isn't part of it, which from what I understand he's trying to get back into it, which is even funnier because bro, you're old. You could literally like retire right now. You could just chill. You got grandkids, bro. Just sit down. Sit down, Vince. But all in all, I'm rambling. All in all, Reality of Wrestling was a good show. Be on the lookout for some spectacular wrestlers in Reality of Wrestling, and WWE is disappointing me a little bit. All right, I'm out. Love and peace, and see you guys out there in the ring.